Hey loves, how are you doing? How have you been lately? How are you coping with the differences of your relationships lately? Are you having issues with not agreeing with people? Seeing that people that you've been around for a long time, all of a sudden you don't seem to be really getting along, not agreeing on stuff, feeling at odds, needing more space from each other? Or you're starting to meet new people who are acting different ways or certain ways or things like that. I'm making this video because a lot of times in your spiritual journey, and whether it's for spiritual growth reasons, or what they call a spiritual awakening, what they call a dark night of the soul, just transformation in your life is the basis of why these things happen. And I've said it in other videos, and there's a series that I'm currently this is a part of if you're going through a spiritual awakening, spiritual journey, there are so many things involved in that journey that you are not aware of before you make that commitment, or before you decide to go. Well, sometimes you don't really have a choice, or you haven't really decided to go on a spiritual journey, a spiritual change, but just life just invokes that in you and for you. And one of the things that can happen while you're going through the spiritual journey is that the relationship that you have can change. They often do change. They often are not the same as what they started out. You may get along with somebody, and then you start changing your beliefs about stuff, and you start changing your desires, your motives, your goals, and the other person doesn't agree with that. The other person doesn't have that same outcome or look on life. And so you find yourself not bickering, but just disagreeing a lot, or feeling like, you know what, that's your opinion, you can have that, I have my opinion, I'm gonna go over here, and you walk away. Or you could feel like, well, who am I? Am I important? Or my opinion is not important. I'll stay friends with them because I don't want to disagree, and I don't want to lose this as a friend, them as a friend, or as a companion, or whatever it is. Or it can be family. You like, well, I don't want to fight with family, so I'll let my opinion be, just not as important. I'll just keep the relationship what it is. And I'm here to tell you, don't do that. And so what's happening is, what this is in your spiritual journey, what and why this is, because in your spiritual journey, you are changing beliefs about yourself. You are changing the way you think, changing the way you act, changing the way you feel, changing the way you do a lot of things in life. And this can be for over a span of anything. It can be your personal preference, your personal thoughts and opinions about things that's going on in life. It could be your thoughts about the career you want to have. You want to start changing where you work and how you work and why you work. You want to start changing the church you go to, the religion that you're in. You want to change anything that you do in life. Change the way you dress, change the way you think, change the way you go to the store, change the way, it's a lot of things. It could be a lot of things in your life changing. And when you make those changes, a lot of times people will have opinions about it. People have their own beliefs and thoughts about whatever life is going. And so you are now aligning with something different, because like I said before in other videos, your life is going in a certain direction to achieve something different, to achieve something new, achieve something that you haven't, for a place that you haven't been before. And so in order to get to that place, in order to transform and become a new level of whoever and whatever you're becoming, your beliefs and things are going to change. So because your beliefs and things change, the people around you change. And it becomes difficult to try to stay in agreement, or try to stay in relationships, or stay around people when you don't agree on stuff. It just doesn't. And if you can come to a place with you and that person, or you in that situation, and say, you know what, I agree to disagree. I understand that that's your feeling about it, and I respect that. And I understand that this is my feeling and my belief about it, and respect that. And they'd be like, well, you changed. Well, that's fine. I'm allowed to change. And just as you are allowed to change. So us, as two different people situations, we are allowed to change the things that we feel. And no one can or should make you feel guilty of that. No one can or should make you feel like what you do is right or wrong, because you are living a life for yourself. You are living a life according to your beliefs and your standards. You are going somewhere that somebody else has not been, people around you have not been or don't desire to go, and that's okay. So don't get rid of who you are and how you feel because of what people do. So this is the part of your life where you'll start to hear messages about let go of things that no longer resonate with you. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Let go of things that no longer has a purpose or reason in your life. And that's your point to start thinking, along with other thoughts and beliefs that they could be that statement could be talking about. It could be talking about these relationships, because you don't want to add more onto your plate of what you are dealing with and who you're dealing with and the difficulties and stress levels that you have to deal with because of other people. Like, you don't want to do that, because life has enough challenges as its own than to agreeably confirm that, yeah, I'll have a difficulty with you too. Like, no, like, you are more deserving of a better life than that. You have a right to how you feel, how you believe, how you want to believe, how you want to change, and be okay with that. And what can happen is, and this is the what to do about it. So what you do is you sit down with yourself, be it in meditation, script it out, write it out, whatever, just think about it, whatever it is. Sit down with yourself and what I want to say, not rationalize. Sit down with yourself and figure out, what do I believe? Where am I going? What are my goals? And what is changing for me? How do I feel about this change? And if it's something that you really, really do agree with in your soul and spirit, then decide that. So who outside of me does not agree with this, that I need to separate myself from, that I can no longer be around because they make it difficult for me. They make me feel like I'm less than or not enough of or not deserving of, and that's no. So you have to let go of those relationships. So let them go. And the way that you become okay with that is because it can be, some of them, it can be really difficult at first, because these are people who have been in your corner. You may not have a lot of people around you. You may not be friends with a lot of people all the time. And so these few people, you're like, well, why do I get rid of them? Like, I need somebody around me. But what you have to understand is, God and spirit, your energy will bring more people to you. They will replace those people with people who can agree with who you are. People who will support you and your mission, your goals, and what you're coming to achieve. So let them people go. Pray through it. If you need to cry through it. Ask God, ask the universe, ask whatever spirit or energy or divineness within you that you agree with. Say, please help my heart and soul to become okay with being comfortable with who I am, comfortable in the choices that I'm making, comfortable in the decisions that I'm deciding to go in. Let me be comfortable with that. Allow me to help me to let go of what these people in these situations that don't agree with me. Help me to let it go. Help me to be comfortable in where I'm going, be assured and assertive and affirm on where I'm going, and let them go. And then as you do that, you'll start to meet more people who say, hey, I like that, or I agree with that, or I'm doing that too. So what do you think about that? And you go on this mission to really get better at this. All right. So, yeah, I'm just here to help you. Just for those situations and people that are coming away out of your life, it's okay. It's okay. Just let them be who they be and allow yourself to be who you need to be. All right. So I pray that this comes to you as you need it, and that it gives you clarity and affirmation and confirmation for what you need to do about people and situations that are changing in your life. It's okay. It's okay, and it will be okay, and it gets better from here. I promise you it does. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them below. I will definitely get back to you. And until next video, in love, light, and healing, stay blessed.